guys can hear me over my dad's loudest exhaust. I figured I'd start off by telling you guys where I've been since I kind of went MIA for a little bit there. My brother was actually in boot camp for the past 5 freaking months because he hurt his knee during basic training, so he had to be put in the medical platoon, but he's finally back. And we went to San Diego to MCRD to go visit him and to see his graduation, and we played laser tag and all that fun stuff, went rock climbing. So that's where I've been for the past 5 billion years. And he's on 10 days leave right now. He actually goes back on Tuesday. I've been spending time with him instead of vlogging. My brother's not allowed to drive a motorcycle or operate a motorcycle while he's on leave, which sucks, but it makes sense because I guess when they come home from that kind of thing and then just jump onto a motorcycle, it can be a real cause for concern, I guess. But anyways, Forensics Ninja tagged me in this last week's Mototalks, so I figured now would be the perfect opportunity to address the topic of, are you happy with your life? And without really thinking about it, my initial response would be yes and no. I am very happy. I'm very happy. There are some things about my life that I'm not happy with, and some things that I would like to change. For instance, my job. I absolutely hate my job, but it's necessary because it's a good start to my career. It's a great start to my career. For those of you who don't know, I'm an EMT, and I want to work my way up to being a delivery nurse or NICU for like babies and that fun stuff. That's why I think it's important to not be happy with some parts of your life. That way you strive to change it and strive to do better. Like for me, I hate my job, but that gives me more motivation to put in time and go to school to get my RN or even just my LPN, you know, just work my way up there, change what I'm not happy about. But overall, I'm very happy about my life, you know, even though I'm not as independent as I would like to be. Like, I'm still living with my parents. I'm still in godforsaken Arizona. But I mean, at times like this, I'm glad I live in Arizona because look around! There's no snow! It's the end of November and there's no snow, which means I can still ride. And riding, I think, is one of the most important things in my life to me right now. My family is absolutely number one. My family is the most important thing in my life, no matter what. My career comes after that, and actually I think my career is a tie with writing. You know, I'm not saying that my writing is a career. I don't want it to become a career. Yeah, I don't want it to become a career or become a job, because if I view it as something that I have to do, I'm not going to enjoy it as much, or I'm going to feel pressured to do it, or I'll get nervous or something. So that's why I'm just going to keep it as something that I really enjoy to do. It relieves stress for me. You know, when I'm on this bike, when I'm on 2 wheels, I'm not thinking about how I'm, you know, like $3,000 in debt because of my dog surgery, or, you know, how I have bills to pay or not being paid enough at my job. All of that goes away. It's just me, the road, the bike, and the wind, and that's it. It's absolute freedom. So that is a huge source of happiness for me in my life. Like if I didn't have this bike, I wouldn't be this happy. I mean, I would still be happy, and I was happy before my bike, and I don't depend on my bike for happiness, but it sure as hell helps. But I think a lot of happiness in life too is how you go approach it, how you approach life. Like, if you sit and you think like, wow, this sucks, or I have to do this, yada yada yada. You know, if you focus on the negatives, you're not going to be happy. But if you focus on the positives, if you focus on the awesome things, then you're automatically going to be a little bit happier. Like if you think about, like, you know, oh, tomorrow I have to work, I don't get a ride, blah blah blah, you know, I have to be stuck in jail for 12 hours. No, you're going to be unhappy, you're going to be miserable. And I've done that. I've focused on the negative a lot, especially where I work, and I'm miserable. And then I started thinking, you know what? I have a choice. I can be miserable or I can be happy, you know? So might as well be happy. So I think of the positives. Like, yeah, I gotta work 5 12s in a row, but that's gonna get me a bigger paycheck so I can pay for more gear. Or so I can afford to keep my bike. Or that I can afford to pay for my dog's surgery so that she's happy and that makes me happy. And then another question that Forensic Ninja brought up was, what are your vices? Obviously, I'm sitting on one right now. This is a huge vice for me. I indulge in this as often as I possibly can. This is a huge vice. But, video games. Video games is another vice for me. And it's a guilty vice because I know that I should be doing other things. I should be productive. I should go to the gym or, I don't know, clean the house, do my laundry. But instead, I sit on my Xbox One and play Assassin's Creed all freaking day. Aww. See, even the experienced ones do it. Oh, and another vice, ink. I only have 4 tattoos. And one of them is kind of big. Well, 2 of them are kind of big. They're about medium size. And 2 of them are small. Yeah, I'm addicted. I am so addicted. I already have, like, a map planned out for what I want, like, all over. But yeah, I plan on being heavily inked. You know, I think it doesn't stop at ink either, just art in general. I love art, whether it's on my body, on a piece of paper, on the computer screen. I spend a lot of time drawing. In fact, in high school, I would draw instead of taking notes. I try all kinds of different styles, too. I'll try, like, modern American cartoons. I'll try realism, semi-realism, anime. Yeah, art is a huge part of who I am. So it only makes sense that I want it all over me. Well, anyways, I'm sure that you guys are tired of listening to me yap, so you guys tell me in the comments below what your vices are. So I will see you guys later. Zombie out.